Good morning, class. Hope you're all having a good day. Today we're going to be jumping into lesson 10. This is where you're going to create a mini project. So you're going to caption a scene. So think about making your own cartoon kind of caption here, okay? Just a single frame though, not multiple frames. So for your warm up, now I know we're not here for me to lead us through a discussion, but what I want you to think about, you don't have to turn this in, but write down as many blocks that you can remember from Game Lab. Okay, and make sure you know what each block does, especially the inputs or parameters for each of the blocks. So take some time, think about what you have. You got that rectangle, you got the ellipse, you have sprite, you have text, you have draw sprite. So think about those, think about what they do, okay, because you're going to be using these. So it says you've already learned how to do some really great things in Game Lab. Today, you'll have a chance to put them all together to make an interesting scene to share with the world. That means instead of trying to recreate someone else's idea, you're going to get to come up with your own idea. So, it's time to get creative. Our question of the day, how can we use Game Lab to express our creativity? And then your activity. So to begin with this, if you need to grab a piece of paper to sketch this, please do. Remember, there's the paper in the back of the room. So sketch out the scene that you'd like to make at the end of this lesson. Is there anything else that you still need to learn before you can do this? Are there any skills that you need to review? Remember, you can always go back and look at your work that you've done before. And feel free to go and do that. That's a good way to review. Then you're going to code your scene, okay? Use your plan to create your scene, following the steps in Code Studio. Create the background, add sprites, and add text. And then review your scene. Check over your scene one last time to make sure you have included everything that you want. Did you follow your plan? Are there any last changes you want to make? And then what are you most proud of? And then we might do a gallery walk when I get back. So I'm going to jump over into code.org with you guys. Oops. So if we're going to just go this way. So if you want some ideas on how to get started, you've got this right here. This is the planning guide. I've got it open already. And what it does is it looks like this. It gives you an idea of all the things we have. We've got that background color. You got rectangle. You got ellipse. You got lines. You got text. Text size. Fill, no fill, stroke, no stroke, stroke weight. So they've got this little activity guide here that if you want, you could draw your scene on here. And then you could also put down your sprite labels and description of what they're going to do, okay, or what's happening. You don't have to do that. I'm not going to make you. Actually, I don't remember if it's in there for you to turn in or not. You'll have to look at that. But once you get started working, it kind of walks you through it, okay? We'll hit run. They give us a little bit of an example here. What kind of music do planets sing? Neptunes. So you're going to create something silly like this. But it starts walking us through it. Talks about create your background. So here I've dropped in a background. And now when I hit run, I've got blue. Then I go to the next one. That's all you have to do. Background. Let's keep going. Then my sprite. If I'm going to add a sprite, remember I'm going to come over here. I got to create my sprite. So I need that variable sprite, give it a name. Maybe I'm going to have a dog on mine. 200, 200 is going to put it right dead center. Then I need to get a sprite property, right? I need to get a sprite.animation, and this is called dog. Now, I don't have any animations in here yet, but I could go find one. Look, right there's a dog. We'll go with, which one looks like a dog? There we go. We'll go with that one. Now I can choose my animation of brown dog. Oh, nothing happens yet. I've got to add a draw sprite. Now I've got a dog on a blue background. And I probably want to add some text. I might need another sprite also, right? I'm going to move this over so I could get another sprite in there. Now I could put another sprite here. I could put a cat, something like that. Then I go to the next one, and this one says, now start putting my text in. And then your final level is where you're going to review it, check it over, make sure you're happy with it. You know, what are you most proud of? And then when I come back, we'll end up doing a gallery walk and showing these off. Okay. There is, what are we doing? We're doing 12. How do we create sprites in Game Lab? No, we're doing lesson 10. What am I on 12 for? There we go. So how can we give Game Lab, how can we use Game Lab to express our creativity? Be sure to answer that and turn it in. Okay. So hopefully you guys have fun today. I hope you enjoy creating these scenes. Try to get something funny on there that'll crack up your classmates. See you guys tomorrow.